What is HIBAH? HIBAH simple mean is a gift. In Islam, HIBAH refers to the act of willingly transferring property ownership from one person to another while the seller is still living and without expecting anything in return. It refers to a will, as a will is given to the beneficiary when a person dies. HIBAH is significant because it permits a seller or property owner to donate a greater portion of his income to anybody, which include family member and non-family member, regardless of religion. Hadith from Abu Hurairah radhiyallahu anhu that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Give each other gift, you will surely love each other."
Next, I will explain about the concept of HIBAH. HIBAH is a gift made out of affection from the giver or donor to the recipient or done. In theory, property owners can donate their property as HIBAH to anybody they wish, either to both heirs and non-beneficiaries. In terms of Islamic real estate, there are 4 rules and requirements of HIBAH, which are: firstly, the donor of HIBAH or al-wahib. The donor must be an adult with a sane mind who has reached full adult maturity and a rational person. The donor must be the owner of the goods. This is because the donor of the property has full power over his property, so HIBAH can be made without limit, as well as to anyone he likes, including non-Muslim, as long as it does not violate Islamic law. Secondly, the done of HIBAH or al-mawhub lahu. The recipients of HIBAH, who are Muslims or non-Muslims, must have the ability to own property either as an adult or mukallaf or as a minor non-mukallaf. If the recipient or done of the HIBAH is not mukallaf, as he has not reached puberty or disabled, the HIBAH can be given to his parents or trustee on his behalf. The recipient must accept the property and have the authority to hold it. In other words, the recipient must be given ownership and control of the property. Thirdly, the things gifted or al-mawhub. The property must be legally owned by the donor. It must be a halal item or property that has value in terms of Islamic law. It really exists when making the properties as a hibah. For example, it is not valid to give a gift for goods that do not yet exist, such as a gift of a calf that is still in the womb. The property is not connected with the inseparable property of the grantor, such as buildings, trees, and crops, which do not include land. Lastly, ijab and qabul, or offer and acceptance. Offer and acceptance of hibah happen between a verbal agreement, non-verbal agreement, or conduct. Among the examples of word ijab clearly is like the donor's word, "I give this item to you," or kinayah like the donor said, "I have given the ownership to you," or "I made this item for you." While the example of word qabul or acceptance is like "I accept," or "I am satisfied," or other words that can describe of acceptance.
Hi, for this part, I will explain about an example of issue regarding hibah, which is an issue of withdrawal or cancellation of hibah. According to this article that written by Alias Azhar and Muhammad Zakiri Muhammad Noor, generally, the criterion of the cancellation of hibah can be done in 3 ways. First, the grant of the father to the child, or from the grandfather to the grandchild. Second, mutual resignation between the donor and the donee. And third, by the decision of the judge. However, the hibah cannot be revoked if the property has been transferred from the hibah recipient or donee to a third party through sales, wakaf, or hibah.
What are the advantages of hibah takaful? Why do we need the hibah takaful? Here, one of the advantages of hibah takaful. Income replacement. We can see the example for a clearer picture. Imran, 30 years old and non-smoker. See the difference in the amount he can afford to leave to his heirs. With the same amount every month for 10 years, he can afford to double the amount for his heirs, subject to the benefits of the takaful plan offered by the takaful operator in Malaysia. With hibah takaful given to your spouse, your family members can live a normal life without being burdened with the financial problems. Therefore, hibah takaful is the best way to ensure that your departure does not complicate and burn them. With that, they can use the money that you have left to pay off all your debts and get on with life as usual.